What if the world's most famous car crash wasn't just a crash? August 31st, 1997, just after midnight. Paris is quiet, almost indifferent. A black Mercedes cuts through the city lights. Inside, Princess Diana sits in the back seat. Minutes later, the car enters the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. It does not exit the way it entered. Metal folds, concrete absorbs impact, glass shatters, headlights freeze against tunnel walls. History fractures in a matter of seconds. By sunrise, the world is told what happened. The driver was intoxicated. The car was speeding. Paparazzi were chasing them. A tragic accident fueled by recklessness and pressure. Simple, clean, closed. But almost immediately, doubt begins to breathe. Because when someone as globally loved as Diana dies, randomness feels too small. Earlier that evening, she had been photographed smiling, relaxed. Just days before, she had been vacationing in the south of France. She seemed to be building a new chapter of her life, one beyond royal tradition. And that is where the first theory begins. Some believed she was planning a future with Dodi Fayed. Rumors spread that the relationship was becoming serious. Then came the most explosive claim of all, that she might have been pregnant. If true, it would have rewritten royal history. A royal mother starting over completely, a future stepfather outside the establishment. Investigations later found no medical evidence of pregnancy. Official reports rejected the claim. But the idea did not disappear. Because it fit a narrative many already suspected, that Diana's independence had crossed invisible boundaries. And when boundaries are crossed, consequences follow. Others focused not on motive, but on mechanics. Inside the tunnel, witnesses later spoke of a sudden flash of light, a burst of brightness in darkness. Could the driver have been momentarily blinded? No device was found, no proof of coordinated interference. But the image lingers. A split second of white light before impact. Then there was the white Fiat Uno. Several witnesses reported seeing a small white car near the Mercedes before the crash. Paint fragments consistent with a white vehicle were allegedly discovered on the wreckage. The Fiat was never definitively identified. No driver was conclusively charged. A vehicle that appears in statements and then dissolves into uncertainty. The tunnel itself raises questions. Security cameras existed in the area, yet none captured clear footage of the crash. In one of the most monitored cities in Europe, the most photographed woman in the world dies, and no definitive video exists. Officials said the cameras were not designed to record collisions. Technically possible, emotionally unsettling. Then there is the driver, Henri Paul. Toxicology reports showed a high level of alcohol in his system. Authorities concluded he was impaired. But surveillance footage showed him calm, composed. Was he reckless, or was the narrative too convenient? Some believed powerful institutions were involved, whispers of intelligence agencies, covert orchestration imagined. Years of investigation found no evidence of assassination. But absence of evidence does not erase imagination. Flowers covered palace gates. Crowds stood in silence. the world wept. When loss reaches that scale, simplicity feels insufficient. Speed and alcohol feel too ordinary, too random, too small. Officially, it was a tragic accident. Unofficially, it remains one of modern history's most debated deaths. So now, I want to hear from you. After everything, the pregnancy rumors, the flash of light, the unidentified white Fiat, the silent cameras, do you believe it was simply a tragic accident? Or does something about that night still feel unresolved? Accident or unresolved? If you're drawn to mysteries where facts exist but certainty never fully arrives, subscribe and watch the next story on your screen. Because some stories close and others stay in the dark.